You are listening to the broadcast from beyond. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories. Good evening, friends and journey seekers alike. We are so pleased to have you aboard our vessel of travel tonight as we traverse the universe beyond the stars for the truth. Won't you join us? And now, here is your host, Michael Hart.
And good evening, journey seekers. It's good to have you with us tonight. And we have 911 calls, tapes, audio, rather, to play for you. And some of them are a bit distressing. Yeah, I have to warn you, if you have kids, you might want to get them out of the room. This will give them nightmares. And that goes for the adults, too, as well. Some of these calls are UFOs. I think at least one of them has something to do with Bigfoot, and the others are just strange. Not to mention there are some that are believed to be calls from people who have become possessed. Well, that doesn't... that gives me the shivers. It gives me... And speaking of the day, today was pretty hot, but at least it didn't hit the 100 mark, which is a good thing, because if it had, any hotter than what it has been, I can't imagine. It'd feel like an oven here. Well, we're not going to have our regular snippets of news that I'm going to read to you. No, we're going to jump right on into the audio. 911 audio. And we'll be right back after this break. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories.
Everyone likes free stuff. I know I do. There are two things I like to hear that comes with the word free. Free music and royalty-free music. That's right. Now that's having your cake and eating it too. That's why I want to take the time to tell you about an offer you can't refuse. If you're a podcaster, filmmaker, or YouTube video creator looking for great sounding background music, soundtracks, or bumper music, then Royalty Free Planet is the place for you. They have hundreds of artists and genres to choose from, with categories ranging from hip-hop, trap, dubstep to modern dance tracks, rock, and even 80s style synthscapes. It's one I use as bumper tracks for my show, and if you're a podcaster, you'll love the high-quality sound of these talented artists who have worked hard to bring us their music and offer a copyright-free advantage to make your project sound great. Just remember to give these artists the credit by listing the name of the artist and song title. It's the least we could do in return for their hard-earned efforts to bring you pro sounds at no cost or copyright cost to you. So check out their YouTube channel and listen to the variety of excellent selections they offer at Royalty Free Planet. That's Royalty Free Planet. You'll be glad you did, and they will too.
Well, welcome back, and we have some incredibly creepy stuff to play for you on here. And, it's... What can you say about 911 calls where people are in distress when they call, especially if it doesn't end well? I don't know. It took a lot for me to decide to want to play this on here. Especially over the air. So, yeah. It's hard to relax to anything like this. But we're going to go through with it. So buckle in. Fasten your seatbelts because it's going to get real crazy here. My wife had worked in 911 for quite some time, so I do as a dispatcher, I do understand the attention that has to be paid to so many people calling in, and most of the time, those calls are they're not pleasing in any kind of way. So, and there's a lot you have to do. It's not just answering a phone and dispatching a unit, police car, or what have you. There's more to it than that. And then also, too, you have to have nerves of steel to sit there and listen to this kind of stressful stuff. I mean, it's terrible. I've heard quite a bit. She had done fire, police, and EMS all at once, and she worked for Highway Patrol for a number of years. I have a lot of respect for those people to be able to sit there and do that all day. I work EMS, so, but I'm on the receiving end of the call. Anyway, let's get on with the audio here. This stuff can be a little bit, well, stressful to listen to. Definitely nerve-wracking. Some things are, can be taken with a pinch of salt, but the first one I'm going to play for you, not exactly. So let's get into it. This is our first call.
Colorado Springs 911, this is Lori. What is the address of your emergency?
4202 Marlowe Circle. 2 men have just crossed my fence. They're trying to get in my house.
Is it an apartment or a house?
House. Corner of Shelton and Marlowe.
And your first name?
They're coming in my house.
I understand. What's your first name? Maggie, you said?
Someone's breaking into her home.
Okay. There's 2 males, you said?
Yes. One in the red jumpsuit, the other with the blue and white hoodie.
And the one in the red jumpsuit, is he white, black, or Hispanic? Hello?
Yes. They just broke the glass.
Okay.
Going into
The one in the red jumpsuit, is he white, black, or Hispanic? In a red jumpsuit, okay.
Please hurry.
They're on their way. And the second one, was he white, black, or Hispanic?
I think Hispanic.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what color clothing did you say he had on? And Meg, we do have officers en route to your location, okay? You said they're now inside the house?
Yes. They're breaking in.
We have officers on the way. I'm going to ask just a few quick questions. Just answer the best that you can for me, okay? Are there any weapons involved or mentioned?
I can't tell.
Okay, that's fine. And are you or yourself in immediate danger?
Yes.
Are you able to get yourself to safety?
I'm in a closet.
Okay. I'm going to stay on the phone with you, okay?
So she's in the
if
closet.
you don't want to talk anymore, if you don't want them to hear me, I'm going to ask you some questions and just, maybe tap on the phone, 1 for yes and 2 for no, okay? Is the closet in your bedroom? I'm sorry, yes? Is there anybody else in the house with you, Meg?
No.
Okay.
They're in the house.
Is anybody injured?
No.
Okay. What are the possible exits of your house, Meg?
The front door, which is locked, and the back door.
You said you do not have any weapons in the house either, right?
No.
Okay. I must stay on the phone with you till I know our officers are there, okay?
Please hurry, they came in the back.
Yeah, they're coming. In fact, I'm showing they're actually pulling up in the area. I'm going to stay on the phone with you till I know what's going on here.
The front door is locked.
Okay, is there a way that the officers can get in? I'm sorry?
Only if they climb.
Is the back door locked also? Is the back door locked, Meg? Are you still with me, Meg? Are you still in the closet? Okay, let's be quiet then, okay? Can you hear them in the room? Okay. They ran?
Oh, there's a cop.
Is the policeman with you?
They're running out the back pasture. They're running towards Fountain. The cops got him. They're running into the apartment complex across the street. The cops following them. The red suit guys run away from the cops, heading towards Academy. The cops going after the guy into the apartment complex. The red suited guy is still running past the apartment. Went into the apartments, Summit Apartments.
Okay, are you okay?
I am.
Okay.
Well, that was pretty intense there for a minute. It's frightening when you're by yourself in a house, and especially if you're a woman, and there are two men in hoods breaking into your home. It's enough to make you wish you had a gun. We have some more calls here.
I'm sorry?
Accelerator stuck.
Let me back this up just a bit. And, there we go.
The following video may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
They're trying to break down the door right now.
They're trying to get in the house right now?
Yes, I can hear them. They're like banging on the door, trying to get in.
Okay.
It's a little
Is it
child.
on just your back door in your backyard? Ma'am, is it in your backyard?
Yes,
Okay. Can you see them? Ma'am, can you see them?
yes, I can.
Okay. Do you see any weapons? What are they trying, kicking in the door?
I don't know.
Okay, ma'am, I need you to speak. I know it's hard, but are they trying to kick in the door or just trying to get the door open?
I don't know.
Okay, then how do you know
I
that?
think they might be inside.
Do you hear them in the house?
Is that a woman?
Do you hear
thought
them in the
it was a
house? Where do
child.
you hear them? What can you hear them?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Okay, don't worry, we have officers on the way. Ma'am, does it still sound like they're in the bedroom with you? Okay. Okay, sounds like they're in the kitchen? Okay. But it did sound like two of them? Okay. Do you have any weapons in the home they could have access to? Okay, our officers are almost on scene, but just stay on the phone with me and I will let you know what they want you to do, okay? Do not hang up. If you have to, just don't say anything, but leave the line open, all right?
Sounds like a child.
The truck that you saw, was it like a full-size truck? Small truck? Do you hear them coming? Okay, hold on one moment. We have officers almost there. Okay, and how old are you? Okay, just hold on one more minute, okay? And you were home by yourself?
Oh, he's 12 years old.
Okay. I'm sorry, what is it? The police. The police are outside. So hold on just one moment. We'll advise what they want you to do. So just stay on the phone with me, okay? And you hear two of them in the room with you? Okay. Have they noticed any police officers out front, or have they said anything? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's hiding in the closet.
Lock on it, and you can lock yourself in if need be? Okay. All right. Do you have any older brothers or sisters that are going to be home? Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
People hurt me.
Did they open the door? They opened the door and saw you?
Yes, they saw me.
Okay. Okay. Did they leave?
No, what they're trying to
Okay. Just stay on the phone with me. The officers see him. Do not hang up. You stay on the phone with me, okay? Are you in your bedroom or are you still in the closet? Okay. Okay. The officers do see him. I want you to stay right where you are. I will let you know when the officers, what they want you to do, okay? We have officers that are chasing down the guys that were in your house, but we're going to get somebody to you as soon as absolutely possible. You stay on the phone with me, okay?
Well, I can't imagine the fear that a child has while in his home. I'm not sure why he was by himself. If it was a boy, I didn't get that part, but I'm assuming it was. And I can't imagine. I'm not sure where the parents were at that time, but I bet after that they probably won't leave him at home anymore alone. God, it's not funny. I'm just saying, I mean, poor kid. Jesus, it's bad enough you got to be by yourself. I'm assuming that was at night. It's scary enough. That kid's going to have nightmares for a while, I'm sure. Now, I've got...
The chip and the victim in their death. The following audio recordings are extremely disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
911, where's your...
Now, I've got some more calls here. 911 calls. So bear with me a second here, and we'll get them right up.
The following audio recordings are extremely disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
911, where's your emergency?
What's the problem, ma'am? Oh, there's some guy been checking the place out. Oh. Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door, and and said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. Where is he now, ma'am? I don't have no idea.
Oh, God.
This is Sandy. 241 Rockland Road.
What's the problem?
Police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. Shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off. Please.
If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know, okay? So we can try to help your friend.
No, I can't. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
He ripped her apart?
Listen, I think I'm going to faint. I think I'm going to pass out.
No, just breathe, okay? I'm going to stay with you on the phone until they get there.
Listen, please hurry. Please hurry. Oh, my God. Shoot him.
Sandra, stay in your car.
Shoot him.
Sandra, I need you to stay in your car.
Shoot him, please. I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now, too. So he's going to attack anybody. I can't get out of this car.
That was I remember that story. That was the chimpanzee that attacked the lady's friend. I'm not sure. I can't remember if she had died or needed reconstructive surgery. I think she had reconstructive surgery. Boy, that they killed the chimpanzee. I remember that. It was oh God, to have a creature like that as a pet. I don't know. You know, they took the thing out of, I don't know where they got it from. I'm not sure what she owned it. The lady that called, she owned the monkey. And I don't know about anyone else, but if you've ever, seen them at the zoo, you know how strong those suckers are. Chimpanzees, don't let them fool you. They have a lot of strength. We have another one here. This one is from, this is out of Kitsap, Peninsula, I believe. 2 911 calls.
Looking out the front of our house, it's, which direction did you say that was? Southeast.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the
This
number
is in
and try your
Washington
call
State.
again.
the Kitsap Peninsula.
911, what are you reporting?
I got a strange going on out here. Something just killed my dog.
Something killed your dog?
My dog went flying through the air over the tree. I don't know how it did it.
Okay.
Damn it, I'm really confused. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence, and he was dead when she hit the ground. I didn't see any cars. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on, and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now, and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better... Sir? Dio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's a big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person, somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see with it, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
Okay, what he was describing there, of course, I'm sure you probably didn't need me to tell you, but sounded like something very big, like a Yeti or Bigfoot. I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. Anyway, when the police showed up, obviously it was gone, so a report was made, and I don't think the guy had any more trouble from the visitor. Now, the next call is of a UFO.
Hello?
Yes, sir. This is the 911 operator calling you back. Why did you hang up?
Oh, no, because you said you couldn't help me. I didn't
I didn't say I couldn't help you. I said I don't know what you're talking about. Are you seeing something flying in the sky?
No, I'm not seeing nothing at all. I was on Twitter and I saw a UFO was spotted. They sent me pictures, and my little brother's in College Park, so I got a little worried. That's all.
Do you know where in College Park?
No, but I just hear it's a lot of traffic and it's backed up.
Okay,
Maybe I'm wrong. I just thought
what did
you would
you
have to
say it was
something.
near? What location in College Park? College Park is a large area.
Well, did they say what location it was near? College Park. College Park. Well, College Park's not that big. They said it was on the highway. I'm guessing Route 1.
And what intersection?
And what intersection? I can't see. No one has said anything like
And
it.
what is it near? Was it near the college or near the IKEA?
Was it near the college or near the IKEA? They haven't said anything. They just said it was a military drone being transported.
Okay, but you gotta give me a location so I can send someone out to look in that area.
I just need a location now. Hold on 1 second.
What does it look like?
It don't say anything like the information is just kind of like.
I thought you
like
said he
school.
sent you a picture.
Yeah, I can send you a picture.
No, I said, what does it look like in the picture?
It looked like a UFO, to be honest with you. Like, that's why I was kind of scared.
Okay, what's your name?
Stephon.
And what's the callback number I just called you on?
This number right here.
Give me a cross read, Route 1 and what?
Okay, Route 1 and what? They haven't said where it was really located. It said in College Park.
I mean, was it near the University of Maryland? Is it near... Do you know where College Park is?
Yeah, I know where College Park is.
So what are some of the landmarks or something that's nearby?
I need to find that information out, to be honest with you. The information I got is real school, so I don't really know too much.
Okay, describe
I
the
just got a little
picture.
word.
What does the picture look like?
What does the picture look like? A UFO? I mean, I don't really know. I don't see too many UFOs in the regular
I mean,
places.
does it look like like a Martian type of thing, or does it look like a spaceship?
Yeah, if it's possible that you can get on Twitter right now, it's trending UFO.
No, I can't get on Twitter.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I just got a little worried. I mean, it's okay if you can't help me, but I'll just keep texting him and make sure he's okay.
Hey, you can call us back if you have further information, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that was a snippet of a 911 call. To be honest with you, I've seen these, what he was describing, and it wasn't up in the air. It was actually on the back of a truck. I've run into these, I'd say, a series of 2 or 3 times, maybe. And they are strange. The one I saw, of course, was that one time I was working for EMS. I was with a different company then. And I saw it was a very large freight truck, a Mack truck, and they had something on the back of it, and there were police galore around this thing. And it looked sort of flat underneath whatever this thing was. And was driving down the road with it. And they were, I'm not sure what it was. It was surrounded by what looked like government personnel and a lot of police. And you couldn't get nowhere, near the object. They wouldn't let anyone even 10 feet of that thing. But it attracted an awful lot of attention. I know they had to block off the road, stop traffic in order to let this thing go through. So I had to sit there. It was on an old country road, I believe. A back road near farmlands and farm area, farm fields, stuff like that. And they were trucking this thing through. Of course, I took a detour. I had to turn anyway to get back home, but God, it was a pretty big piece of metallic material on the back of the truck, and it was a rig, a freight truck, and it looked like some pretty important people surrounding it, and they had traffic blocked off, and they couldn't drive. I mean, the driver couldn't be flying down the road with this thing on the back of a trailer. And, well, that was that. I remember seeing it. And I saw it again, and, another time. I forget where the last time I saw it. But it was basically the same thing. It also was covered up. Very strange. But, yeah, that's some crazy kind of stuff to be driving down the road with. Don't know what they were doing. Don't know what that thing was. Perhaps it was something for maybe nuclear or an experimental craft. Who knows? But I can tell you that they were protecting it. Oh, yeah. It's like Men in Black type stuff. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, more 911. We'll be right back. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories.
Have you seen a ghost? Or an apparition? Or perhaps your house might be haunted? Or have you ever looked up into the sky at night and seen lights defying the laws of physics? If you have, I would encourage you to send your stories to me, and I will read them on the air with your consent. Send your stories to oculusmusic@gmail.com. That's oculusmusic@gmail.com. OCULIS music, one word, @gmail.com. I'll be looking forward to your stories. You are listening to the broadcast from beyond. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories. Welcome back. We have some more, I have some more tape here to play for you. Some good 911 audio, so better get ready for that. You know, it just makes you wonder just how many crazy folks are out there committing crimes and God knows what else. And I work in the EMS field, so I also pulled some security out at the nuclear plant for about a year or so. And I can tell you, some of the individuals you think are pretty straight edge that work out there, think again. There are some devious folks that get jobs, good paying jobs at respectable companies, especially establishments like a nuclear facility. You would think that they would only hire the best of the best, and usually they do, but not always. Let's get on with the tapes. This one is, it's the title of the calls, or the title of the video, which is not really video, but it's what we're calling it, is Demonic Calls. These people, I think, are just basically crazy, but I do think that some of them are possessed. Let's have a listen.
911.
Yeah, I just
Do you need medical aid or police?
father's worst.
You what?
I just committed a father's worst sin.
Okay.
I just shot my daughter in the head and my son in the head.
what is your address?
I had to put them out of their misery.
Okay, where are you at,
Get
sir?
rid of their demons, and now I'm going to have to shoot myself.
Okay, sir, are you armed? Sir, what is your address?
Sounds possessed.
Yes.
Do you have a weapon? Do you have the gun now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael, what's your last name? Okay, Michael. Is your... I'm sorry, I can't understand you. What room are you in right now, Michael?
I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to have to shoot myself.
No, I'm asking you, Michael, I'm asking you if you can put the gun down for me.
The guy set the gun down.
You're setting the gun down?
The gun set down, yes.
Okay.
No, I got to shoot myself before they get here.
No, Michael, I'm asking you that you don't do that. I'm asking that you just stay on the phone with me and talk to me.
My skin's so God,
What kind of gun do you...
I know that this is a bit stressful to be playing this kind of material on the air, so like I said before, if you can't really tolerate this kind of, and these are real, these are not phony or made up or acted out. If you cannot withstand this kind of stuff, then I would suggest you could stop this, turn it off, or whatever, and just get some sleep. But especially children would not. This is nightmare material. It would have been for me, knowing that it's real. Anyway, I just wanted to say something about that because I'm not trying to create shock value here. I'm just trying to play these tapes, which are quite scary. So it's, I guess, because to know what type of people are out there to prove that there is evil in the world, and these people are a product of that kind of insanity.
Do you have the firearm again?
Yeah, it's sitting right here by me.
But it's set down, correct?
Oh my God. At least I got rid of their demons. Oh God, I don't know. I'm going to have to shoot myself.
Okay, Michael, I don't want you to do that, though. I want you to stay on the line, and I want you to talk with me, okay? And I'm going to see if we can get you some help.
I can hear my son moaning. I'm probably going to have to go shoot it again.
No,
I got to put him out of his misery. Oh, my God.
Okay, so do you think that he's still breathing?
Yes, I think he is. Oh, God.
What room is he in?
He's in the living room. It's on the couch, and my daughter's upstairs in the bedroom. Oh, my God.
Okay. Do you have a cordless on, Michael? Are you still in the kitchen?
Oh, my God. Get some ambulances here.
Okay.
The door's unlocked.
Is this okay?
We got people screaming in front of the residence.
A shooting leaves a woman dead and her brother in the hospital. The man accused of pulling the trigger is their father.
I could never imagine that in my
And this is the person they're talking about that was on the phone that we just heard.
Police say Michael League used a small caliber handgun to shoot his adult children in their sleep. 46-year-old Dennis League and his sister, 43-year-old Danielle Fawcett. Bullet wounds to the head.
It's terrible. I mean, it was 35 feet from our house. It was awful.
Neighbors heard officers at 3:30 this morning order the suspect to come out, surrender, and show his hands. When he did step outside, it appeared this might not be over.
He was even saying things like, shoot me. So it appeared to be a suicide by cop scenario. So it was a rather stressful situation for the officers.
Complete shock. Completely shocked.
Victim Dennis League's ex-wife did not want us to show her face. She did want to tell us she could never imagine her former father-in-law capable of violence.
Everything that I've ever known about Mike, he was there for his kids. He wanted to help, whatever their problem was.
But investigators say this was a very troubled household, that the 69-year-old suspect and his wife had taken in their 2 grown children. Officers estimate they've responded to the house about once a month for years. In almost all cases, they say, problems caused by the grown kids.
A lot of the disputes that we've responded to here, domestic violence, protection order violations, and oftentimes they're fueled by drugs or alcohol.
One neighbor wonders if a father simply snapped after years of family stress. But still,
I don't know, how could a parent do that? I don't know. You know, we just don't know what was going on inside the home that would drive somebody to do that.
Here's another call.
Emergency dispatch. Yes, hi. I need police to come here. What's the address? Okay, what's the problem? I killed my son. You what? I killed my son. How did you kill your son? I strangled him. You said you just strangled your son? He's been dead for a little bit. How long has he been dead? Like a half an hour. Okay, is there anyone else in the home with you? No. Okay, what is your name, ma'am?
Geez, you know, I just want to stop just for a second. It kills me. I've heard this before, this tape. It just really knocks my socks off to hear how calm and normal this person sounds from killing their son. There's obviously something wrong there.
Katie, what is your last name? Kindergarten. Okay, can you tell me what happened that led up to this, Katie? I have no idea. Okay. You don't have any weapons or anything with you right now, do you? No. Okay. And again, tell me how old your son is? 2. 2 years old? Okay. I'm just going to stay on the phone here with you, okay? Okay. And Katie, you said nobody else is home with you right now? No. Okay. All right. Anything going on with you? I feel like I've lost my mind. Okay. All right. Have you been having some problems, or? Always. Okay. What kind of problems are you having? I don't know. I want to die. Okay. How long is it going to be? It'll be just a little bit. It's being dispatched as I'm talking to you, talking to you right now, okay? Okay. Where are you in conjunction to your son? Are you in the same room right now? No. No? Okay. What room of the house is he in? His bedroom. His bedroom? And do you believe he could maybe still be alive? No. No? Katie? 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 Hello? Are you still here? I have a knife. You have a knife? What kind of knife did you get? No.
Now, in the case of
a mother who allegedly told police she killed her 2-year-old child. You remember, 27-year-old Caitlin Kinnitator is accused of suffocating her son and leaving his body in a closet in her Sheboygan Falls apartment. NBC 26's Marissa D. Candido was in the courtroom today and joins us live from Sheboygan with the details. Marissa?
Yep, Megan, we're learning new disturbing details about what happened when police say they arrived at Caitlin Kinnitator's apartment that day. Today, a Sheboygan Falls police officer testifying that Kinnitator told police she killed her 2-year-old son because, quote, the voices told her that he couldn't live anymore, unquote. A judge today in Sheboygan County finding probable cause that Kinnitator did kill her son. The district attorney says he's expecting her to plead not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. A psychological professional will decide if Kinnitator suffered from mental illness when this crime happened and if it caused her to not understand right from wrong.
A lot of people have mental health problems. Now, this is an extreme example, obviously, if what she says is true.
That's it. I can't hear anymore. I don't know. Is somebody like that really mentally handicapped, or are they just know better? They're smarter than you'll know, and went off the deep end for whatever reason and killed her child simply because I don't know. I hear so much of this kind of crud going on. It's sickening.
Emergency, address of your emergency.
Somebody please send the police. My niece killed her baby. Please.
What is the address?
5957 Wildwood.
Okay, ma'am.
Lord, help me.
You were just talking to somebody. Who were you just talking to?
My son, he came over here. He found that I was asleep. And he let his kids in to go to school because they go from my house. And he seen the baby on my sister. Oh, my God, help me.
Listen to me. I need you to stop crying, okay? Stop crying. I need you to take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
All I know is my son came in here and woke me up and said, Mama, the baby's dead.
Nobody knows. It happened sometime in the middle of the night.
Okay, what do you see when you look at the child?
Look, lady, I don't want to describe the scene. This experience is very, very bad, all right? The little baby head is open, open. I'm not going in there to touch nothing because I don't want to mess nothing up. I'm not going in there to look because I already seen it, but it's very violent. It's a very violent scene.
Tonight, WLWT has learned the woman accused of decapitating her own baby was not supposed to be near her daughter because she was considered a threat to that child's safety.
WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick is leading the way for us live tonight with the new disturbing developments tonight. Brian.
Yes, Cherie, well, the details are unnerving. Even veteran officers and prosecutors say this is one of the most disturbing cases they have ever seen. And tonight we're learning more about this woman who wasn't even supposed to be anywhere near her daughter. At the home where the baby was murdered, a call to 911.
Somebody please send the police. My niece killed her baby.
It's the aunt of Deasia Watkins who is realizing what happened.
All I know is my son came in here and woke me up and said, Mama, the baby's dead.
As investigators get to the home, it's more gruesome than anyone could have imagined. Watkins is accused of stabbing her 3-month-old baby multiple times, breaking her arm, and worse.
The head was severed from the body.
The Hamilton County coroner and prosecutors say this is among the most disturbing cases they've ever handled.
We've seen everything, but this is beyond description.
The house where the baby was found dead belongs to Watkins' aunt, the baby's great aunt. Court documents show custody of the baby was taken from Watkins March 6th and given to Job and Family Services, then to the aunt. Watkins was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. The baby's father says she was speaking of demons.
it's hard for me not to have sympathy for someone who has this kind of mental illness.
I believe it.
They would come to the level where they behead their 3-month-old baby.
The child was to have no contact with the mother, but prosecutors have not decided if the aunt will face charges. Watkins remains in Deaconess Hospital, charged with aggravated murder. Now, Dieters does not expect to pursue the death penalty against the mother because of her mental state. Reporting live, Brian Hemrick, WLWT News 5.
The stories there, I know they're depressing and they're shocking, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But I think that going into this kind of this realm of these nutcases that are doing this, and these are not people who just break into your home on this last set of calls. These are people who are your family. Aunts, uncles, grandmothers, mothers, fathers. These are people you love and trust. At least we thought we could. We'll be right back after this break.
Everyone likes free stuff. I know I do. There are two things I like to hear that comes with the word free. Free music and royalty-free music. That's right. Now that's having your cake and eating it too. That's why I want to take the time to tell you about an offer you can't refuse. If you're a podcaster, filmmaker, or YouTube video creator looking for great-sounding background music, soundtracks, or bumper music, then Royalty-Free Planet is the place for you. They have hundreds of artists and genres to choose from, with categories ranging from hip-hop, trap, dubstep to modern dance tracks, rock, and even 80s style synthscapes. It's what I use as bumper tracks for my show, and if you're a podcaster, you'll love the high-quality sound of these talented artists who have worked hard to bring us their music, and offer a copyright-free advantage to make your project sound great. Just remember to give these artists the credit by listing the name of the artist and song title. It's the least we could do in return for their hard-earned efforts to bring you pro sounds at no cost or copyright cost to you. So check out their YouTube channel and listen to the variety of excellent selections they offer at Royalty Free Planet. That's Royalty Free Planet. You'll be glad you did, and they will too.
Well, I just don't know what to say about all this stuff. I almost want to tell people I'm terribly sorry you had to hear that. But I did warn you. Some of these things are so disturbing that you really don't realize how disturbing they truly are until you listen to these 911 calls. And it's scary. Because if these people are possessed, then that could be anybody. And you better believe there's a devil. Oh, yeah. Yep. And he's doing his work. That's for sure. You can see it. You can sense it. You can feel it. It's all around you. It's all around us. It's scary. Anyway, I have one more piece I want to play for you. A more 911 call. I haven't even heard this one yet, but we're gonna point this up and let it take off on its own.
You've reached Montgomery County 911. Please do not hang up. An agent will be right with you.
Montgomery County 911, what is the address of the emergency? What's the emergency?
I have a baby in a car. It's been here from what it's reported to me about 45 minutes. The mother came out. She reported that she had something going on and she didn't want her baby to be in danger in the house. So now it's a second report that has come to my attention about this baby being in this vehicle.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is...
And are you like the manager there?
No, ma'am.
Are you just a citizen?
Back up off me, please.
I'm sorry?
You need to back up off me, ma'am.
Hello?
Okay, I'm getting ready to be. I'm being attacked by two females at 19041.
Okay, why are they attacking you?
Because they came to check on the baby out here.
What kind of vehicle is it?
It's blue. Looks like a Toyota.
A blue Toyota? Is it an SUV?
No, it looks like a four-door car.
Okay. Where are the ladies now?
She's trying to sit behind me.
She's trying to do what? Hello?
It's a blue Corolla.
Okay, where are the ladies now, sir?
They're still facing me down.
They're still chasing you down?
Yes, they're walking after me.
Do you live around there?
Yes.
What? Okay, you live in
190401 Cherry Bend Drive.
19041 Cherry Bend Drive.
That is correct.
Okay, is there an
back up off me, ma'am.
Is there an apartment number associated with that?
That is my business. Kid in the car for an hour is my business. A baby in the car for an hour is my business. Okay.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this an apartment complex?
No, it's a townhouse. Can you please send a dispatch?
I have already sent a call. I'm trying to get more information, okay?
Okay.
Can you go inside of your house?
No, I cannot. I'm now half a block away from the premises.
Are they still following you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see any weapons in their hand?
No.
Okay, are they saying anything?
No, she seems to be responding to internal stimuli.
I'm sorry, she's what?
Responding to internal stimuli.
Which is what?
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm asking you a question.
Yes, but I can't tell you that when she's right in front of me.
Okay. When you say internal stimuli, what does that mean?
Say again?
When you said she responds to internal stimuli, what does that mean, sir?
She's talking to herself.
She's what?
Talking to herself.
But first, at 6:30, we are learning more now about two women charged with killing two children while performing what they believe to be an exorcism. Tonight, we are hearing from a pastor who is trying to help the children's mother. Richard Reeve is in Germantown now. He's got that interview. Richard?
Well, Scott, this small memorial here continues to grow with stuffed animals and candles and flowers. Today we learned more about the violence that allegedly occurred here, the two women in jail, and the two young lives that were lost. A devastating Sunday for those visiting this growing memorial.
Overwhelming. Overwhelming sadness.
It was in this Germantown townhouse where 28-year-old Zykia Avery and her friend, 21-year-old Manifa Sanford, are accused of stabbing to death Avery's two youngest children and wounding her two other youngsters.
I just don't understand why.
how this could happen, how to take the children's lives like this.
Nestled in the memorial is a photo of Avery's 4 children, 1-year-old Narelle and 2-year-old Ziana, who were killed, and 5-year-old Tania and 8-year-old Martello, who are in the hospital. Police say in doing the stabbings, Avery and Sanford believed they were performing an exorcism, driving out demonic spirits.
ABC7 News has learned that the women met recently at a Germantown church where services feature the casting off of demons through dance and prayer. Apparently not satisfied that was enough, Avery and Sanford left the church and started calling themselves the Demon Assassins. They allegedly came to believe that one of the children was possessed. Sources say Friday morning they used a knife to cut the demon out of that child's chest, but then believing the demon jumped into the next child, they repeated the cutting again and again until all 4 had been attacked. Avery has a long history of mental illness, including at least 2 hospitalizations. Sanford has no such history, and authorities say they're baffled as to how 2 people could share such a bizarre delusion.
Oh, my God. Church, huh? It doesn't sound like any kind of church I've heard of. I hope they shut the damn place down. Well, these 2 people are... There's something wrong with them. My God. So, that was our audio for tonight, and hope it didn't creep you out too much. But that's the way the world's going. That's the way it's gotten, and it's not going to get any better. No, I don't think so. I just had a lot of respect for what my wife did in dispatch. She put up with an awful lot. And I can see how that can mess with you after a while. It's not an easy job. Well, I hope that most of you do not have any real nightmares tonight. Wasn't my intention, but... it's enough to make you want to look over your shoulder to see who's out there, who's following you. Doesn't it? With that said, I hope you have a wonderful and safe week. And next week, we'll have another show. Hopefully, Ken Elwanger will be back on. We'll be looking forward to that. But until then, have a good night. Stay safe. Good dreams. And we'll see you on the other side. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories.
Listening to the broadcast from beyond. This is Mysterious Journeys and True Life Stories. Good night.